to be a habit as we're running Simplex. You just take it for granted that the number on the screen is exactly what it is. Give me one more try there, Chuck.
Yeah, sure thing. Yeah, this radio or antenna, I should say, prefers the 448 band as opposed to the 446. So we might have a little bit better signal there tonight. Over to you.
Believe it or not, tonight I have you with an S6. And when you checked in on the 24th, which I guess is Wednesday, you were an S8 on Simplex. So I guess it's conditions, if nothing else.
Yeah, I'm running the usual power and everything is the same. So yeah, it has to be conditions. Um, I know I was having a tough time hearing any DX stations on my radio during the day today, but like I said, during the nighttime there, things open up. So good thing I don't go to bed too early. There's a bunch of contests that start at 8 o'clock tonight, I believe. If not, they'll be forthcoming. Anyways, yeah, just go to contestcalendar.com. Lots of contests for everyone.
Roger that. And I don't think there's any Hamfest this weekend. So I took a look at the On Tours page, so we're probably into September before there's more of that. I think you mentioned that on the AREGnet on Wednesday evening. All right, Chuck. Well, thanks for being check-in number one and cracking the, how do they say, breaking the ice. Chuck broke the ice. All right, so we're wide open. We're looking for check-ins from anybody, anywhere, and as long as you're a licensed amateur, we're more than happy to take your check-in. This is Vector Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey, and this is the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Any more check-ins, please come forward.
Pretty quiet.
All right, well, we did hear KKP and GNP just before the net, but Kevin went off to chase some POTA chickens, and Garnett's probably hobbling around to get a cup of tea. So he's got a boot on his foot and a cane and a corn cob pipe and a button nose and two eyes made out of coal. Anyways, still looking for more check-ins for the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Please come forward.
VE3GMP, back for my coffee. VA3FGT.
Two stations recognized, Garnett and Grandpa Greg. All right, well, Garnett, I didn't mean to chase you back to the radio, and I hope you didn't hurt yourself in the meantime. So you got your coffee, and you're all settled in for a nice quiet evening by the radio, Roger.
Roger. Also, laziness tonight, too. At 8:15.
Yes, we'll be chewing the rag with Larry. And somehow it sounds more enthusiastic than talking to Mac on meager check-in nights. Anyways, Garnett, glad to have you along for the ride. Have you heard from the little fella? Is Arpad in touch with you? Any idea when he's back in town?
I was talking to him tonight, and he said he's going to try to check into the net. So keep an eye on the net, see if he checks in. On the YouTube video side, he was going to try to check in.
All right. Well, Chuck's got that up and watching it. So, yeah, perhaps if that comes in again, then yeah, we'll be able to get the YouTube relay, and maybe we'll hear from Sean, VE3FNI. He actually phoned me this afternoon, and said, "Hey, what the heck's going on? I've been trying to check into the net all week long and haven't heard nothing." I said, "Well, if you're late, then if we only get 3 or 4 check-ins, we're done by 12 minutes after 7. So, so yeah, he'll probably be in with us tonight, and we're gonna drag things out nice and slow, take lots of time, and get people a chance to get their beverage, get settled down, and put their feet up and key up. Anyways, Garnet, you're coming in with a super duper S9 to my station tonight. So you waxed up your antenna, and or somebody must have. So it's your system's doing a good job tonight. Anything further?
No, I got you an S9 as well, Mac. Maybe the sound's good. I don't know. It's sounding good and clear and loud. It's sounding good.
Okay, roger that. Anything else in the coffee besides cream and sugar?
No, just tea, folks.
Okay, gotcha. All right, let's reach out to Simcoe and say hi to Grandpa Greg. And the week after the blessed event, things still going well there, FGT?
Good evening to anyone that's listening, and of course Garnet and you and Kevin and whoever else is out there. Yeah, as far as I know it is. Haven't heard from them, so good enough for me. Oh, they're in PEI. Oh, there you go. They're in PEI. So they've been in contact with Mom. So, yeah, everything's good. We had a shower earlier here. Quite a bit of rain come down real quick, real short. And it looks like it's moving towards the east. So, other than that, not much else to add. Tried to drag it out a bit there for you, Mac. Give you a break. BA3 FGT Simcoe.
Oh, very good. It always helps if you use multi-syllabic words and kind of reiterate and restate the things that you've said over and over and over again. And yeah, it's all good. Anyways, glad that the kids are having a little trip around.
Different daughter. The older daughter has the granddaughter. This is the middle daughter. And then I have my son left that we have to try and figure out a way to get rid of him.
Okay, there's me mixing things up. Okay, yeah. So one with the grandchild and another one that's just married. I kind of figured it was kind of one and the same. Sorry for my mix-up. Silly me. Look at me blush. Alrighty. So it's just the two of them out east and trekking around. PEI is gorgeous. I can remember when we did, this goes back a piece, right? One particular year, my dad was on strike with Westinghouse, and they settled the contract agreement, and he booked a week's vacation because he didn't want the family to miss out. So we typically did a 2-week trip down to the East Coast, but we did the 1-week blitz, and we did New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, PEI, the Cabot Trail, and we did it all in the space of seven and a half days. It was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, a beautiful trek around the Cabot Trail. If you haven't done it, you need to do it. It's a bucket list item.
Yeah, haven't done much east or west in Canada. Been north in Ontario, very, very far north. But, haven't trucked that way. Trucked all down the east coast of the United States and over to Texas. Haven't been much further than that. So, but yeah, we'd like to get out there. Maybe try and get out west too. So, other than that, no plans in the future as of right now.
Roger that. One of the guys I work with is headed out west. He's flying out tomorrow morning. I guess he's getting together with some school chums. Apparently one of his old buds from way back when did well with a few patents that a few patents that he's filed, and he's meeting the old gang in Victoria. So they're getting on this guy's 40-foot yacht, and they're going to go out yachting about and getting into trouble. So yeah, that I'm still looking through my high school yearbooks to see if I can turn up any of those guys I used to hang out with that might have made it in the bigs, and see if I can catch up with something like that. But so far, my searches have been unrewarded. All right, Greg, I did check you on reverse. I got you with an S1. I think at this point in time, it would be a little tough to carry on traffic, but I'm sure that as the sun goes down, as usual, the band will improve. Anyways, thank you and your wife for providing information, and we'll look forward to chatting with you down the log. Anything further for the net before we go?
No, nothing much at this time. We're just hoping for some good weather. Going to try and get out on the lake, do some fishing this weekend. I need to relax. So, other than that, nothing else. Hopefully there's somebody else behind me by now. BA3FGT.
Oh, no doubt. Unless they're really, really shy. Anyways, yes, it's time to call out again. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey for ID. This is the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net, and we're looking for check-ins. Anybody, anywhere, please come forward.
I'm not shy. VE3KKP.
VE3, I'll be back.
3 DVG.
Okay, I've got 3 stations. Kevin, Larry, and I'm going to have to get that call sign again. Give it another try.
VE3FGJ. VA3DVG.
Okay, DVG, Delta Victor Juliet, is that correct?
Correct, sir. And also VE3FJJ.
Yep, I got you in there, Flynn. So we got Kevin, Larry, Flynn, and I think it's Cal. Anyways, we'll confirm his name when we get to the tail end of the list. KKP, did you make your twofer on 40 meters?
Yeah, only after fighting after Larry for it. No, I think that was another one. Anyway, yeah, that QRP station made it in that you told him about, Larry, and then there was the Maritime Mobile. That's pretty cool. But anyway, Mac, is your father's first name Don?
No. That's a different branch of the White clan. We divided before we split from England.
Yeah, okay. I just worked with a Don White at Westinghouse. That's all. I worked there 26 years, so I thought it was. He retired quite a while, well, a long time ago now. But anyway, I just thought, what the heck? You never know, right? And I probably won't be around for the right to Larry football games on in 15 minutes here.
Yeah, okay, Mac, no problem. Kevin, no problem.
Well, okay. Kevin Mack. All right, so football game. Is that Hamilton, Toronto?
Hamilton, Toronto. Yeah, 7:30. I might be back by 10, or unless they're getting thrashing, I might crawl back to the radio with my tail between my legs.
Yeah, I kind of wondered that there's one of our guys in the cost estimating department. His boy plays for the Argos. So yeah, I wondered when he ducked out at 3 o'clock this afternoon. I thought there must have been something up there. So sure enough, yeah. All right, go Cats, go. Oski Weeby. All right, Kevin, you come in with 20 overs as usual, so can't complain about that. Roger.
Can't complain about that. You're doing a mirror image. Same thing. Perfect. All right. Well, hold it. I'm going to go and get ready and everything for the game here. So 7-3. Have a great night. Good night, everybody. The 3KKP.
Okay, thanks for that, Kevin. And let's move over to the world famous, often imitated, never duplicated LBI.
Yeah, right. He still broke me up. It's okay. I got him the next morning too, Chester. He's quite the guy.
Roger that. You know, there's something about making contact, personal contact with people, not just 59 Ontario text. It's more fun when you actually get a chance to share a little bit of a quick chat and familiarize yourself with the person. Anyways, what's going on with your antenna, Larry? Your signal's down tonight.
Hi.
I'm out in the garage. That's why. So yeah, I don't know if you're checking me on reverse, but I'm in the garage right now.
All right. Okay. S6 almost. Anyways. So yeah, obviously it's good enough for the repeater.
Oh yeah. I don't bother checking. The Kenwood I have, the meters are too small on it to try to check anybody. I don't bother. It's the same thing as what when you're, like you say, contacting somebody, Mac. Everybody says 5'9" or 5'7". Nobody writes it down. It's not important. If you can hear me, then I can hear you. Then it's that's a contact.
Roger that. Yes. What's a number, right? And the older you get, you tend to forget about the numbers, and it's just how cranky and how achy you feel on a given day. Anyways, I guess around 8 o'clock or 8:15 or whatever, we're going to chew the rag. Roger?
Yeah, probably around 8:15. We'll pick it up there. So, all right. Wife wants me for something, so I'm going to let you go. And thanks for doing that. I guess our pad's not around. Anyways, okay. I'll talk to you probably around 8:15 then. All right, 7-3. Take it, everybody. VE3LBI clear.
Say no more. Say no more. Nod's as good as a wink to a blind man. She wants you for something. Go for it. Okay, Larry. Very good. Let's reach out to the lower mountain and lower north end and say hello to Flynn. FJJ, good to hear you as well.
Well, hello there, Mac, and everybody on net. V3FJJ. I was going to say I was kind of sensitive, but I can wait a little bit. I'm just going to go out for a little ride and going to try and see how the leg's going to kick up.
Oh, okay. There you go. So is this the first time back on the bike after your unintended incision?
Yeah, if you want to call it that, yeah. Yeah, it's the first time, so we're going to see how it's going to work. Hopefully it's going to be fabulous.
Well, let's hope for good things. Anyways, you're coming to me with an S5 tonight, which I guess is not too bad. You're still running your solar power to battery system and operating flawlessly, Roger?
Yep. I'm still running the solar power, yep. Still trying it out and using it on other things, yep. And it's working so far so good. So, yeah, we're going to see if I can make it all the way to the falls and back. So, yeah.
Oh, nice. Perfect weather for a ride. Not too hot, not too cool. And, yeah, a quick trip down to Niagara. One loop around, get yourself a little spritz. I always like to do the trip through Niagara on the Lake when I go down there as well. It's a very peaceful little town, and then you can take the back roads back out and pick up Highway 20 or whatever it is and bring you back into town. Yeah, anyways, enjoy the ride, and hope you come back safe, Roger.
Yeah, much appreciated, and hopefully I can make it back for LBI's thing, but if not, well, I'll have to catch it on another end. But anyways there, Mac, always a pleasure talking to you, and thank you for having the net. V3FJJ.
Okay, Flynn, thank you for your check-in. Let's move on to a newcomer here, Delta Victor Juliet. Am I correct? That's Cal? Okay, now I see the issue. Delta Victor Juliet, appears that you're transmitting on the output frequency of the repeater. Your radio needs to be set up with a +5 offset. So when you key down, your radio should be broadcasting on 448.075 and receiving on 443.075. Do you need some time to adjust your radio and get back to us? Okay, we'll give Delta Victor Juliet a couple of minutes to adjust his equipment and perhaps recheck with us. Anyways, let's give another call out and see if we got anybody else waiting on the wings. This is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey for the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Any further check-ins, please come forward.
PA3, Alpha Whiskey Uniform.
All right, Cheech, you're sounding good, loud and proud. What's going on with you tonight? Still kicking. That's the way we like to hear you.
Hey, days ago, I just got home for the first time. Guard, I hope.
All right, Cheech, I got about half of that. Somebody was doubling with you, but if that other station can stand by just temporarily and wait in line, Cheech, come on back. Yes, RPAD's out of town, and we're muddling along as best we can. Roger?
Yes. For a little bit. And appreciate it, along with RPAD. We'll be just giving you that peanut butter say hello to everybody out there. And we're going to sit back on the side and just monitor the conversations. Thank you, Matt.
All right. Well, apparently that's QRM and not just an unfortunate double. So, Cheech, yes, we're really glad that you were able to join us tonight, and perhaps the gentleman that's trying to throw a carrier can go somewhere else and do something with himself. Anyways, Cheech, I'm not going to give up. I'm really glad to hear you, and anytime you want to key up and say hello to me is a day that I'm going to cherish. Roger?
I appreciate that. A lot of respect back to you for that. VH3AW will be monitoring the check-ins and listen to the frequency here. Thank you, Mac.
Very good. Thanks, Cheech. And with that, let's move on and see if Delta Victor Juliet has adjusted his equipment and is ready to check back in with us. Okay, nothing heard there, so DVJ still needs some time. And we're amassing quite a list of check-ins tonight, so thank you one and all. Anybody else that's ready to check in with us? This is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. Please come forward.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Delta Victor, VA3 CDV. Victor Alpha 3 out. Victor Alpha 3 CDV.
Okay, recognizing two stations. We've got CDV and AJF. Charlie Delta Victor, please come forward. You're first in line.
Thank you. It's Cal from Stony Creek, VA3 CDV. Just excited. Tonight I tested on a new feature of my radio. I guess it's called Fusion, and I was able to connect to a room that's run out of a node in Burlington. It's the first time I've been able to do that, and apparently it enables you to connect your radio through the internet to distant places, so I'm pretty excited about that. Back to you.
Oh, excellent, Cal. lots of people are loving Fusion. I don't have a radio that does Fusion yet, and I'm thinking that's probably in the near future. The digital comparative to that is D-Star, which is proprietary for ICOM radios, but I think it's a slightly different technology. Fusion actually splits the frequency into two, so you can have two separate communications going on the same frequency, and if you're on group 1 or group 2, it splits the transmission into microbursts, so it oscillates back and forth with a signal non-signal. So, yep, good, great technology. Looking forward to playing with it somewhere down the road. Maybe that's a good wintertime hobby for me for the coming year. I said that word. I shouldn't have. Sorry about that. Anyways, yeah, you're doing a good job tonight, Cal. I got you with an S9, doing a super job.
Great, thank you very much. I just started playing with this Fusion thing literally about a minute ago, so I haven't really figured it out yet. But anyways, I'll keep you guys updated as to what I find, and I'll turn it back to you.
Okay, thanks for that, Cal. Okay, the one thing that you will need to probably do is register your call sign with for a digital activation, and hopefully you've done some research and figured out what website to go to and enter your call sign and register, and then you have to make a contact on a certain frequency, and then everything gets magically turned on, and that digital signature follows you wherever you go on Fusion, D-Star, or whatever else other digital mode that you will participate in. Anyways, very good. Let's bring in AJF. Good evening.
Hello, Critical CVP. Oh, copy me, okay?
You're doing a super job on reverse M9. You're coming in here loud and proud. I've got you with an S2, so I can't complain about that whatsoever. And of course, this is me. I don't pay any attention to people who aren't very smart, so you can pretty much tell who they are. Anyways, anything further for the net, M9?
No, photo contacts today. Yes, towards the 140 meters.
Okay, well, I'll listen for you up on the 2 meters, the Sky repeater tonight for the ACS net, and then obviously Larry's going to be running the RAGTU net starting 8:15. So if you got time, pop down and say hello. All right, let's see here. Let's give another call out and see if there's anybody else that wants to check in with us tonight for the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Victor Alpha 3 Indy Mike Whiskey at your service.
VA3NCA. VA3DVG. Delta Victor Golf.
Okay, there's 2 stations heard from Delta Victor Golf. Glad you get your radio straightened up, and hang on a second. Wade, come on in.
Good evening, Mac. Good evening, everybody on frequency. Assuming ARPAD must be away today, and you're our net controller. Thanks for keeping the net going there. And I just haven't been listening along, but will listen along to the rest and come back on for the RAGTU later on as well. Yeah, nothing else, much else happening. It was work from work day, so I spent the whole day at work. So didn't get much else. I guess that's enough to get done, but I didn't get any the really fun stuff done. So, yeah. Anyway, send it back to you, Mac. Thanks for.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, yeah. Today was a work from work day for me as well. Unfortunately, tomorrow's going to be a work from home day. I was just telling Kevin that I got this big mountain of work that I got to do. Have a major presentation to do on Monday, and I got to send all this information out in advance of that big doo-doo meeting. Anyways, yeah. So I've checked you on reverse, a nice S9 for you tonight, and you're loud and proud over top of anything else that might get in the way of a lesser man.
Roger, I have you also on a strong S9 on the way back. So conditions, with one notable exception, seem really, really good, and they're not being very successful at whatever it is that they think they're achieving. So, anyway, send it back to you, Mac. Thanks for picking up the net, the HVNCA.
Okay, thank you very much. And let's bring in Delta Victor Golf. Delta Victor Golf. I think I mixed you up with Delta Victor Juliet previously. So you were the station that was transmitting on the output frequency, and now you've straightened up your radio, Roger?
Beach Festival. Festival.
Oh, that's always, it's a super time of year. There's two things that signal the tail end of August, and it's when my tomatoes start bearing, and then also you've, like you said, the Winona Peach Festival, and all the good things that they have out there. So they always have some good country music. There's always a few stands that have fresh and hot peach cobbler, and always just trailers and trailers and trailers full of peaches picked fresh off the vine. And we're certainly blessed to be living in this area where in the Golden Horseshoe, the microclimate in the Niagara region that brings us so much delicious fruit. Anyways, I checked you on reverse. You're about an S4, so you're doing a super job there. And coming through the repeater, nice and loud and clear. Anything else for the net before we carry on? Well, it sounds like Delta Victor Golf has slipped back into simplex mode. Anyways, come on back and say hello to us tomorrow night. Let us know how your evening goes at the Peach Festival, and we'll certainly be looking forward to those details. All right, let's see if there's anybody else out here that wants to say hello. This is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. And this is the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Looking for further check-ins. Please come forward.
Recheck.
Recheck from Rechuck. How you doing, Chuckles? What kind of news you got? You got a YouTube check-in from Arpad?
Absolutely. I thought I'd let everybody know that Arpad has signed in to our live stream on YouTube and told us where he is located. I'm asking him how his vacation is going, but I guess he hasn't read that question yet. But yeah, just put in VA3CJZ in the YouTube search box and look for us live there, or under the title Lake Ontario West Radio Club Net, something like that. anyways, yeah, that's my reason for checking in. Thanks for letting me check back in. VA3CJZ.
Very good, Chuck. Appreciate everything you do. All right, let's see if there's maybe one or two more that still want to check in with us tonight for the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. This is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. Looking for your check-in. Please come forward. Okay, well, I guess this is the point where we ask for last call check-ins. Garnett's already checked in with us once. Of course, you know, sometimes he checks in twice, who knows. Anyways, last call. The clock on the wall says 1940 hours, and we're looking for our last minute check-ins to the radio, local, Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. That's it. Any further check-ins, please come forward.
The 3 TTO portable.
Good evening, TTO. You are lucky number 13. Good evening. Come on in.
Yeah, good evening here. We're out tracking here and having some fun. And I got two other trackers with me there, and we'll see whether we can get the location there where they go to.
Roger that. Roger that. You can run, but you can't hide. I appreciate everything you're doing for the community, Gary, and wish you all the best of luck in your fox hunt.
Yeah, Roger, I have two other members there that are good at that, and they found the one guy there in the Kenilworth area. So we'll see whether we can get this one.
Very good. And you're coming in with, I believe it's an S6 to my location. So your handheld's doing a really good job, and nice and clear through the repeater as well.
Roger, Roger. You take care. We're out tracking. V3 TTO.
Okay. Let's see if they've got any other last-minute check-ins here. Last call. Please come forward to Victor Alpha 3 Indy Mike Whiskey. Okay, nothing heard. So with that, it's about time to turn this repeater back to normal amateur use. We've had 13 check-ins tonight, and we appreciate every one of them. We'll be back here tomorrow night. Perhaps RPAD will be back with us. We shall see. We're going to play it by ear. Nonetheless, this is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Thank you very much to Terry, VE3IQL, for the use of this repeater. It's working superbly. And for those of us that take care of, for those of us that treat these resources properly, we certainly appreciate that equipment being up in operation. Anyways, so tomorrow night we'll also be back here on the ZOE repeater. And feel free to stick around. In another half an hour, Larry VE3 LBI will pick up the Hamilton Ragju net. So topic, not sure what that's going to be, but there's usually some lively conversation for like-minded individuals. So I'll bid you 73s, one and all, Victor Alpha 3 Indy Mike Whiskey, turning this frequency and repeater back to normal amateur use. 73s, and good night.
Thank you, Mac. Have a great evening. VA3CJZ. Okay, I guess that's it. We'll say good night to everyone, and we'll see you here tomorrow.
And you did say that RPAD checked in on the YouTube stream?
Yes, sir. You can. He's online right now. and you can play it back, see all the chats as they happened. He's giving his location. Kathy, his wife, is looking out on a beautiful lake right now. So, yeah, I'm so jealous.
Yep, I know exactly. I know that satisfying feeling that you get when you look out over the lake and it's just beautiful, right? And usually by then you've had a full day of fresh air and sunshine, and the feeling of satisfaction that waves over you is something you'll never forget.
Yeah, especially if you're miles away from people. Well, large concentration of people, let's say. So, yeah, I'm going to have to look that up on the map here. I'm not going to mention it here, but the location in Ontario here. So, all right, very good. So I was going to say maybe I'll stream the Ragchew net there for our pad, but I may not have time to do it. But we'll see. We'll call it the Friday night. I'll call it the Friday night Ragchew, I guess.
All right. Well, if you manage to get it done, I'm sure Larry will certainly appreciate it, and yeah, and maybe Arpad and a few others will get a chance to share with us a little bit. Except we don't want to hear any stories about beautiful sunsets and the vistas across the lake and all the rest of that stuff, because it makes us all very, very jealous.
Yeah, we got our own problems. I saw a video today of a lady getting attacked by looked like a fox. Just walked right up to her and jumped on her, right in the suburbs. So the animals are coming out everywhere. But enjoy, Arpad and Kathy. Enjoy yourselves as long as you can. Summer's coming to a close, so have fun. Good weather to you.
Oh, roger that. Yes, anybody who has the ability to get out there and enjoy themselves, I certainly don't bear them any ill will. And yes, wild animals coming into our urban areas, it's well known that especially coyotes, very, very intrusive, very invasive, and they're getting bolder as they learn how to take small animals from your backyard and feed off garbage and all the rest of the stuff that yeah, we're trying to keep civilization and wildlife in the wild areas. Anyways, Chuck, I'll bid you 73s, and I'm going to have to stretch the legs before pop up to say hello to the guys in Toronto on the Sky Repeater. 7 to 3s, and thanks again for streaming the net. So Vector Alpha 3, Indy, Mike Whiskey, going to be away from the radio for a few minutes.
Okay, Mac, same here. We're going to do the same thing, take a break, and we'll be back. So we're going to end the stream now, and I want to thank everybody for joining us, and we'll hopefully hear everyone on the Friday Night Ragchew. VA3 CJZ QRT, and stopping the stream.